Hello, it's PatrickD, April 8th again. Let's try this one.
Hi, this call may or may not be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Who's speaking?
This is Kim Wilson calling from Bank of America.
Oh, hi. I did make a mistake when we spoke in the past. I did speak to you once. I found one of our voice recordings, but that was at the very beginning, and then everything else in between is truthful. I just like to...
Okay, wait, I do have this on your mobile. Are you recording me right now?
I always record Bank of America. I have to.
No, well, I'm going to end the call if you're going to be recording.
Okay, well, you have a nice day then.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. She called to give me some news. I called Philip or Patrick a little while ago, asked him about my loan. Oh, let's see how this goes. Hello, this is Patrick.
Hello, Mr. Lee. It's Patrick and Kim.
Hi, Patrick and Kim. I'm not recording you on the telephone itself, but the same conditions apply. I have to cover my back, and I hope you understand.
So we're just going to go over quickly. I'm just going to go over these terms real quick with you. I know you're saying we calculated the payment wrong, but I'm looking through our notes. We spoke to the underwriter who did this file on February 22nd and confirmed every piece of income that we had, which we based a trial offer on.
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt, Patrick. That's why I have 15 to 20 tapes of me calling in, begging you, please look at my numbers. I do not want that paperwork showing up at my house wrong. Guess what? You did it anyway.
Well, I was saying, you confirmed with our member of our underwriting escalation team what your income was, and that was...
Okay, Patrick, if you could please listen to what I'm saying before you speak. I said I have it on recording, me begging your company. I need the numbers to match what the loan should be, and I have it recorded. I have my military pension, and I have my disability. And you guys came up with a $6,000 income a month for a person that's not working to suit your own needs, allegedly? You can explain it to the American public.
As I'm also looking through the underwriter's notes, he looks like he had a border income as well of $1,250.
And I have many tapes on that saying it's not a permanent thing. When you qualify people for loans, you do not count rental income because it's not guaranteed. Unless it's a separate unit. I was in real estate. I know better. If the bank wants to make up its own rules as it goes along, they can speak to Congress. I'm sorry, Kimberly, you got real quiet.
I'm here, Mr. Leva.
Okay. And you're inside on this since you're supposed to be running the show?
There are the guidelines we have. We have underwriters that go over all of your income.
Okay.
We do count rental income. You've got to realize a modification is a little different than an originating loan. There are different guidelines.
All I'm saying is you seem to make up the rules as you go along. That's why I have a recording from way back when stating you guys better not mess with my numbers without disclosing it. You have not provided me with a single piece of paper before my loan documents got here, and I have hours of me begging, and you know I'm in ill health.
Well, while you're in the process, we usually don't send out communication until we've made a decision via writing. But, it is part of the program. They do count rental income, border income, just about any kind of income that you are receiving at the present time. The modification is based on what you are getting now.
Do you have me down as working in your documents?
No, this was based off your military income, your your disability, and your border income. So that's what you are receiving currently.
No, because I did the numbers myself, and it comes out to $1,500 if you're going to count my roommate. If you take my income, multiply it by 0.31, it comes out to $1,600 if you have to include my roommate. If not, it's $1,300. Do your math, allegedly.
Based on the underwriter's view, the gross income is 64. The net income is about
Well, then somebody over there is smoking something without a medicinal marijuana card. I just need some answers. I'm the good guy here. You guys are abusing me. You guys never got back to me on that woman that said you can get a lawyer, but you'll be broke and homeless. Guess what? I found a video recording of her talking for a while, and when she says goodbye, she says her name is Tia. You guys, Bank of America refuses to settle with me. I want you guys to pay off my house so I can continue helping other people streamline their modifications. You gave me a coupon booklet. 4 coupons must go in with the payment, and if they're not, what happens? The loan gets dropped? I'm going to videotape me going into Bank of America with your coupons. Is this allegedly another way for the bank, for the loan to fall through the cracks?
No, this is an official trial offer for the government's program.
Oh, well then why can't you get your numbers correct?
Based on the income that you provide to our underwriter, these numbers
No,
are correct.
I object. Your Honor, I object. I have video footage telling these people, begging these people, my income is my military and my SSDI, disability.
You are also receiving border income, which is counted in the income calculation.
Okay, Patrick, that's fine. I want you to fax me the law that states that that's acceptable behavior for a bank. Please. If you're all knowing and all knowledgeable and you're speaking for Bank of America, send...
this is part of the program.
Oh, yes, the program that Bank of America...
Underwriting does include rental, border income, any income you're receiving, with the exception of unemployment income. Every other income you're receiving is counted towards this program.
Well, then I'll throw my roommate out. Be serious here. You guys don't count it when it benefits you. You make the rules go differently, allegedly, as you go along. That's why everything has been... Everything's been taped.
There's a different from an origination. There are different rules for modifications.
Oh, and I got that in writing. I got that in writing on what day? I got it in email on what day? I got a return phone call message that has helpful information on what day? You guys don't do anything, allegedly. I get calls, I call in, I get put to India. Is that fair? Hello? You guys are the only people that can help me.
We got you based on your income and the income you're receiving. We got you approved for the government's program at a payment that's 31% of your monthly gross income.
Okay, perfect. Patrick, real quick. On Facebook, my name is Patrick Liva, L-I-V-A. If you add me as a friend, I put all my loan documentation on the website so the public can see what Bank of America is doing. So, Patrick, keep talking because we're on a live session on YouTube.
Well, let's leave. Since that's the case, I'm going to disconnect this call. I went over the terms with you. I told you how we calculate your income, and that's where the 31% came.
Okay, Patrick, can you get a calculator and add my income up? The 2 plus the roommate. And the roommate, Patrick, the roommate is paying $12.50 right now because I'm drowning. He's paying my phone bill and my gas bill. A normal rent for him is $600, not $12.50. So if you add up those 3 incomes, you guys are way off base and you're on tape.
Well, it's like I said, this was based off of $12.50, the military income, the SSI income.
Yes.
The rough gross income on that, they do gross out SSI and military.
Yes. It's not $6,000.
Gross just does $64.55.
How do you get that?
The gross up, the government, the way they gross up the income, they take the net income and they multiply by 1.25.
Someone needs a math.
That came right from the U.S. Treasury.
Someone needs a math class because if you take 2,400 and add 1,400 and 1,250, which should not be 1,250, I have recordings that 1,250 should be at least down to 600. That's nowhere near 6,000.
The verification of income we had for that stayed at 1,250, so that's what was used.
Okay, and I know your patent answer is whatever's in the computer is what they're going to go by. That's why I have recording after recording, begging you guys to look to make sure what was in there was accurate. You have not done your part of the job.
The letter that you sent us with the border income was 1,250, so that number was accurate.
I called you and begged, and no one would send me anything in writing. That's my case. That's my proof. You're all incompetent, allegedly. You haven't done your job. You have not done your job, Philip. And I have hours and hours of recordings of everyone incriminating themselves. So I wish you could speak your truth.
I am speaking the truth, and this is the information you sent to us, we calculated the Make It on the Affordable program based right off of that.
I don't care.
The information you sent in, that's what goes to our underwriting, what goes to the Treasury, and that's what the offer is based off of.
Patrick, I call in time after time complaining that you guys lie to me all the time, telling you that I'm recording these for the specific reason that no one would go back in there and verify what they were using for my equation. How do you...
I'm going based on when you spoke to Nicholas Johnson, who was the underwriter from our escalations team for Making Them Affordable. You spoke to him, went over your income. That's exactly what this offer was based off of.
Nope. I have tapes. I'll put those on YouTube after this one so you can hear yourselves. What you guys told me, I told you my income. You know what's going on, and you're playing a game, allegedly.
Well, the difference between, verbally saying it and what's written down on paper and sent into us, I mean, we're going to go off what was sent into us.
Okay, when you're going to go off what's going in, when you refuse to even look in my documents, tell me what my numbers were when I was telling you I was recording, and this is the factual numbers. If you add up my military pension, 24, SSDI, 14, and $500 for my roommate, that is not $6,000. I'm sorry you can't add. Now that the world knows how much I make, thanks a lot, Bank of America, but this is the only way I can prove my point.
No, like I said, Mr. Leva, I mean, this was based off of what you verified with our underwriters. That's what the offer came on, and that's where the offer is going to stand.
Okay.
If you want to appeal it, I can give you the number for that. If you want to appeal the income used.
Patrick and Kim, are you aware that I've had AIDS for 25 years? Are you aware that I went through cancer, chemotherapy 7 years ago? Are you aware that the doctors told me there's nothing else they can do for me, you should go home and die? Are you aware that I'm barely hanging on here because of the ineptness of your company? I have Channel 9, Mr. Cohen, saying the government has given up in regards to you. And if you don't believe me, go on YouTube, Patrick1678. It's all going to come back on you. I'm all ears.
Mr. Leva?
Yes.
You've got to understand, there is a procedure to do. All the documents that we ask for and everything, they're all used in the underwriting process.
Of course, Kim.
It's not like they made the numbers up. Now you're stating the rent is different. If it's different from what you sent us, then you need to appeal it because you're stating it's different information.
No, ma'am. What I did was the original information went in. It was $12.50. I called up 3, 4, 5 times. I said he is paying more. He's paying my gas bill. He's paying my phone bill, and he's paying higher rent because of what I'm going through. I said I have $27,000 in credit card debt. Since Bank of America has messed with me, I begged you guys, have them take my credit card balance and put it on a separate credit card in their name at a 4% interest. I pay my bills on time. That's the only reason you guys didn't sell my house out from under me, allegedly. So, I mean, you can, I appreciate your honesty.
Guidelines are the Treasury guidelines, not even Bank of America guidelines. This is a government program.
So you're blaming the government for you guys not getting the information to them correctly.
Sir, we're using information that you gave us.
Yes, ma'am, I understand, but I called back. I have recordings of me begging you guys to send me documentation that you have correct information. I can't go to court. I'll fall over dead. I have less than 200 T cells. I have 140 T cells. If I come near a child that's sick, I can die. I need your help. And if your back's against the wall with Bank of America, don't say anything for the next minute.
Mr. Leva, you have your options. If you are going to take this offer we're giving you, or if you're going to appeal the offer. That's your next step that you need to do.
I want to take what was promised me on tape. And that's $1,300. If you go through my videos and listen to Andrew, he broke down my payment. And you're blaming the federal government now.
Well, this offer was based off the federal government's guidelines, which is what, when you spoke to Nicholas, when you spoke to the underwriter from our escalation team, he's the one who went through all your income, and that this offer is the federal government's program, so they tell us what we cannot use as income for their program, and that's what we use.
Okay, Patrick, I understand what you're trying to say. I understand what you're
whatever was on hard copy on file, that's what was being used. If you were calling in and saying that the income was different, but not sending in any supporting proof, then we won't be able to use that.
I'm not working isn't enough?
But we had something on file stating that you're receiving $1,250 a month for your border income. If you were receiving less, we would need that in writing so we could have used that for the underwriting.
Okay.
$1,250 is what we had on file.
Yes, Patrick, we're at the end of the loan. The loan is done. Now you're asking me for something in writing after you failed to do your job correctly? I have it on video, me begging you to send me a receipt of why I'm not working, my roommate's income is not accurate. Please check in with me and send me something in writing. If you want to try and flip this around and blame me